this school has, in the past, has struggled somewhat academically, and you know, we have got, as a school and as a staff, we have to motivate the kids. We have to have them engaged in their education, and you know, those are two of the most critical things. And I started working here sometime in the middle of June. That's when I came on board as a principal of Rogersville Middle School, and there were several things that I needed to address, one immediately, and that was the buildings and grounds. You know, we've gone ahead and you know, it's amazing what a coat of paint will do. And then the second thing, you know, that we were involved in was making sure that we hired, you know, the best qualified staff, you know, available during the summer. We hired 8 new teachers, and of course we also hired Mr. Simpson, who's our assistant principal, who's done a fantastic job. But with those hires, that probably represented about 25% of new certified staff that came on board to start the 2012-2013 school year. The next thing we had to do was, you know, implement a structure, a sound structure, and a sound foundation for success. And what we did was we implemented a STEM program. We had 5 teachers that went through STEM training this past summer so they could become certified to teach that. And we probably have about 100 of our 530 students enrolled in STEM, which is hands-on project-based learning.
We're building bridges. We got the ideal online. We've seen several of them being built. Most of the designs that we looked at were 2 to 3 feet long, using 1,000 popsicle sticks. And with these 1,000 popsicle sticks, you know, they were building smaller bridges that would support quite a bit of weight. We got the ideal. We would connect our lab tables, which is about 58 inches, right? And we're using 1,000 popsicle sticks, and it's really
1,000 per bridge.
1,000 per bridge, and they're looking. You know, they came up with their own blueprints. They've gone through several phases of construction and deconstruction, unfortunately. Okay, they've made a few errors, and but most of them are looking really good.
Yeah.
They're either using a truss design such as this one, or this one over here. They're looking at connecting 3 levels of trusses with an arch. This one over here is another truss bridge. They're doing a lot of reinforcement on the top, but most of them, you know, stuck with a triangulated truss, because after doing the research we found out that a triangle has a lot of structural integrity. So what we wanted to do was just work together on designing our own bridge and see how much weight it would hold.
Right.
Okay, so by Thanksgiving, hopefully before we get out for Thanksgiving, I'm going to bring in a 35-pound weight, a 25-pound weight, 10, and 5, and basically we're going to destroy the bridge.
Another program that we implemented was the Algebra One class for some of our high-achieving 8th grade math students.
And this is an Algebra One course set up by the Niswonger Foundation out of Tuscaloosa. The students were placed in here based on teacher recommendation and a placement test that they took. Upon successful completion and the passing of an examination, they will receive high school credit, which will enable them to automatically enroll in Algebra 2 and Geometry once they get to Cherokee, or wherever they go to high school. All these will go to Cherokee, and then they will be eligible by their junior and senior years to take AP courses and dual credit courses, which then they will be able to earn college credit as they enroll in college. It's an entirely online course through the Niswonger, very similar to an online course that a person would take at a university.
Yeah, like there are people that create these videos and they represent and they teach us the information, and then we have these activities that we gotta do to where we learn, and we have a warm-up to see if we're ready for the topic. Then we have a presentation of the information. Then we have a worked examples, and then practice and review.
Okay.
And we also have a topic text if we need to read.
Okay. Is it hard?
Definitely harder than our normal math work that we had.
Yeah, but it's self-paced, so if we don't understand something, we can go over it.
Now, how do you feel about being able to earn high school credit while you're still in middle school?
I think that's pretty awesome.
And then one thing that we have implemented is our Individualized Learning Paths to Success program. We provide testing either through importing TCAP data, the program which is ClassWorks. Once those students test either through, as I shared with you, the TCAP data from last year, or the teachers can go ahead and design custom tests every other week, then the program itself will develop individualized learning paths and will provide a channel for students to have individualized instruction online.
We'll also be implementing an incentive program for, I don't know, hey, can you bring up the trophy? Do you have a trophy room?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
All right. We also have with our program, we have a trophy room. After they've mastered the skill, based upon their ILP, they receive a trophy. Then we're taking this program and we'll be putting their names in a hat for drawing for it.
So you've got 4 trophies.
Well, he's got 4 trophies, and then once he gets this level full, it gives him a master trophy.
Okay. Is 4 a lot?
Yes.
What did you have to do to earn those trophies?
You have to make your grade on your assignment and like get 10 out of 10 and 9 out of 10 and stuff like that.
Okay. How many trophies do you want to have before the end of the school year? All of them? You want to wipe it out, huh?
We're recognizing students on every Friday during Friday morning celebration assemblies for academic achievement and academic improvement. So each teacher will submit 2 student names, to myself, and then on Friday morning we'll have an assembly and we'll call those students up in front of their peers to be recognized, and that is probably I'd say about 70 to 80 students will be recognized every Friday morning.
Each of these programs that have been implemented has individual goals, but from your standpoint as the principal, what is the overall goal of all these working together?
The overall goal initially is to change the culture of the school, and as I had shared, I think looking at the test scores from the past, it reflected that perhaps the students were unmotivated, and we have to motivate kids, and we have to encourage kids, and we have to recognize kids, and they need to share in all the positive experiences that they can while they're here at our schools, to enhance their self-esteem, and so that they can move on to high school and be successful.